weeks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
Okay, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers
You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
and paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up now.
What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit. I'm desperate to get help. Help me.
I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that change lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and me then thinking, that's it. Get me home.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
and the paramedics have left.
I just delivered my nephew.
This time, with the UK enjoying a baby boom,
Oh my God.
how these new arrivals and their parents are adding stress to a system already at breaking point.
It's not until your hand's on. With that little bundle in your hand, and then you're responsible for that life. That's when it really hits you. And no one teaches you how to be a parent.
Here it comes.
This is Newsbeat.
The Duchess of Cambridge has gone into labour. Kate was taken to hospital this morning by car. Her husband, Prince William, is with her.
At last, the royal baby's on its way. Blah, 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 blah. Give a shit.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Have they announced a name for the little
I won't do that for days.
Really?
Probably weeks.
Really? It's going to be something like Charles, isn't it?
I want it to be George.
George, that'd be good.
It won't be Edward.
Why?
Because we've got Prince Edward and he's a bit of a dick.
Trevor.
Cuthbert.
If it's a girl, it's going to be called...
Waynetta.
Oh, it's not going to be called Diane, is it? Chardonnay.
Princess Chardonnay. That is genius.
Jessica?
It'll be William or Louis.
Louis. Is it pink?
Yeah. What, Louis? Louis Mountbatten.
What about Albert?
Across the UK, 2,200 women go into labour every day.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
My daughter-in-law, her waters have just broke.
Ask her not to cross her legs. Also tell her not to sit on the toilet.
But not all of them make it into hospital on time.
Is there any part of the baby coming out of her vagina right now?
There's two things I'm worried about doing in this job, is a hanging and a birth. I don't like it. It's cutting the cord. It's disgusting. And the placenta, what is all that about? Oh, I actually feel sick.
The messiest one. Baby comes out in one fluid motion along with this sack of fluid that just covers me literally in my ears, in my mouth, just literally drenched.
I can't bear the smell and the mess and the noise. No.
Ambulance emergency.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
Hi, my wife's just about to give birth to our second child, and I've just told by the hospital to call for an ambulance because I don't think I can get to the hospital in time.
Right, she's in labour, is she?
She is, yeah.
Is she having contractions?
Yeah.
Adrenaline really started to kick in the minute I phoned 999. I was kind of thinking, no, this is going to be all right. Isn't it going to be all right? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be all right.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah.
And how many minutes apart are the contractions?
Less than 2 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes?
Less than 2.
2 minutes, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm organising help for you now. Stay on the line, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do next.
Yeah, roger that. I'm going to have to divert you. I've got an alpha call in Lee for patient in labour. Details coming through.
Oh, seriously. Let's go.
That's the most terrifying, worst job ever when you turn up for a pregnancy, birth imminent. My last delivery was twins and one was breech.
Seriously, Will? Seriously.
On my own.
Breech. Twins as well. God,
Yeah.
snapping outside
The first one came out all right. The second one, it was just dangling there.
Oh, really?
Is she pushing or straining yet?
Yes.
She is.
Yeah. Just relax, just breathe, just breathe. I've got someone coming, but it's all right.
I thought, right, this is easy. We can do this. Run round, get some towels out of our airing cupboard. I'm thinking, I know how this works. I've seen lots of films. They'll be here before anything happens anyway. It's going to be fine.
How long do you think before someone will get here, roughly?
It's the nearest available resource, okay? They are coming as fast as they can.
There's no way I can get through with that big bloke.
No. Leave your bum over.
Wakey, guys. There we go.
Oh, look. We're all at it.
All going off.
I remember thinking, I know, I'll put the front door on the latch because if they do come in, they can just push the door and come up. So I've run upstairs to see like a quarter of the baby's head now coming out of Sarah. I was thinking, shit, what am I going to do?
Hello?
Hello?
I can see the baby's head.
Okay, with each contraction, place the palm of your hand against their vagina and apply firm but gentle pressure to keep the baby's head from delivering too fast and tearing her.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yep. Got that. They're coming out.
Is the baby completely out now?
Yeah, they're all out.
Is the baby crying or breathing?
Is it a boy?
Yeah. It's a boy. It's a boy. Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you've done everything else.
Are you all right to just cut the cord?
Yeah.
Bring your son with you.
Well, I was actually a bit embarrassed because I could hear neighbours on either side. One was having a barbecue, so there was all the family around, and the others were talking to their chickens. And I was thinking they can all hear me screaming. But as it happens, none of them heard anything. They had no idea that obviously I'd just given birth. It's quite funny, really.
Hello. Yeah, you have another grandson because I delivered him in the bathroom. The crew's here now, so yeah, everything's getting sorted out. Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. I caught them, and then he came out, and then the ambulance people were at the door.
Hey, take your little boy.
Mate. Hello, darling.
Right.
Daddy caught you.
Okay.
Got the hatch down.
And it's called BBA, birth before ambulance. If that happens and they're fine, great. It's when the baby's coming out that you can have things go drastically wrong. And if it's going to go wrong, it goes wrong big time.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
My wife's just gone into labour.
Okay, how old is she?
27.
How many weeks or months pregnant is she?
She's 35 weeks on Friday. She's got preeclampsia.
Okay.
Says how long are you going to be?
I don't know where they're coming from, but they're running on emergency response, okay?
Caravan Park. 27-year-old female has gone into labour. However, it's just gone into the notes that it's twins, query breach. So I'm sending you as a separate and I'll speak to them.
Ideal maternity job for a paramedic is probably baby been born already. On mum's tummy, then we don't have to do much. Unfortunately, we always get the phone call to say, "Mum in labour, baby's just about to be born." So it's panic stage.
Sit up, I'm in agony here.
Okay.
The bottom parts of her legs are shaking.
Okay. I want you to look at her vagina very carefully to see how close the baby is to being born.
Babe, open your legs.
Can you see any parts of the baby now?
No, I can't see nothing of the baby.
Can't see any of it? Okay.
It ain't going to be long. No one's turned up yet.
Okay, we're coming as fast as we can, okay?
Okay.
We spend a week in maternity ward as a paramedic, and you spend 4 days in training school covering maternity. But there's so many complications. So yeah, you walk in and you put on a brave face, you put on a poker face. Deep down, you're sort of, oh my God, where am I going from here?
We think they're in that because an ambulance just come onto the caravan site.
Hello, mate. In here, yeah? Lovely, cheers.
Right, mate.
Hello. Coming in, thank you very much. Where are we? Hello there.
Is that the crew?
Yeah, they're in.
Okay, I'll leave you with them then.
Right, what's your name?
Okay.
Sandra. Okay, Sandra, how far gone are you, my love?
I was 35 weeks.
On Friday.
Okay. What's happened tonight? Water's gone or anything?
Yeah, both sets.
Both sets, water's gone. And the baby's a breech, are they?
They were. They've
We got told by the midwife on Friday that they've turned round, but we don't know until we actually go to Shelby.
Okay. Is this your first babies? No, how many had?
4. I was worried about that, yeah, because it happened before. Obviously, you don't want it to happen again. I was pregnant with twins in 2007, but I miscarried with one, and then the second one was stillborn.
Where are you? South End Hospital? Okay, I'm in with it. Are we going to go along there on the job?
I know.
It's a tough one. I mean, we're
Really
going
tough call.
All right, the problem we've got, your contractions are quite quick because of obviously your previous and knowing you've got 2, their breech, etc. We'd rather try and get you in if we can. You're going to feel really weird, darling, all right? It's going to feel really, really weird. The worst side of the maternity is obviously the complications. You can have complications with mum, complications with the birth, or complications with the baby. And they're all serious.
Get yourself on the trolley. We'll sort that blanket out after.
So don't worry about that. Hold on, hold on. The baby won't survive if we can't protect the mum. And that's where it gets tough. Because obviously we're then trained to deal with looking after one person, but really we need to look after 2. Right, this is going to be a little bit bumpy. You take that gas when you need it. If it's twins, you panic that a little bit more. Keep taking it when it starts, all right? Right, darling, going to put a little blood pressure cuff on your arm. Worst case scenario, okay, baby starts to come now, we've got all the stuff, all right, so we can deliver if we need to. Okay, get down. Yep.
Because they were both breech, that's why they didn't take no chances. They said that I'm going to have a cesarean. Took me down to theatre, and they were tugging them out, and then that was it. It was all over. It was in about 15, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Ready? On his little boy. I don't know me there, look.
Now that is Jamie Lee. It's cute, isn't she?
Sleeping Beauty. Catching flies.
All right. Come on then.
Ashley.
I've got 3 other children that are obviously alive.
Oh no, little man.
Before I went in the best of relationships, he was violent and that. So my 3 previous children, they had to be put with additional family. See them a couple times a year. Obviously, you don't want it to happen again.
And once again, Essex has played a part in a royal occasion. This time it was Tony Appleton, the town crier, stood outside the hospital yesterday and announced that the future king was born. Absolutely. It was good.
I don't know if I'd want children. I've never been very maternal.
Really?
No, but then my auntie wasn't. But then one day she woke up and she was really frisky.
If someone as bubbly as you should have kids. Kid would love it. You'd be a proper lark.
But I've got a phobia.
What, of children?
No, of crowning.
Crowning? Well, just...
Oh God, see, it makes my heart go funny when you see the head.
You got a phobia against it?
It makes me go really funny.
What, for you, or if you just see it?
Just to see it, and the thought of it happening to me.
So you're going to be a lot good if we go to a delivery tonight.
Wouldn't mind adopting.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's just the giving birth that you don't want to do?
Yeah, that really gets me. It's giving me a little bit of a headache. It does something to my brain. I don't know.
Well, adoption's a good thing. There's loads of kids out there that... I don't know, is there loads? There's loads of people desperate for kids, though, isn't there?
Yeah, but there's no point me pumping them out when there's people that don't fancy having a kid but have accidentally had one.
Yeah.
And I have adopted a monkey before. I know that's not quite the same. Actually, nothing to do with it because it was in Colchester Zoo, but it still gives you that pride.
Really?
Tell me exactly what's happened.
Pregnancy, contractions.
You need to get her on the bed or on the floor.
Okay.
Can you do that for me now?
I'll do that.
Help her to lay down for me, just in case baby's born quite quickly.
I want you to get some dry towels and a blanket to wrap the baby in. And get a safety pin also if you can.
You have to say to them they need to go and get some clean, dry blankets, something to wrap the baby in, and a safety pin also. And they go, why? And we say, because we may need to deliver your baby.
Please, I can't do that.
So listen, okay, this is not... You can do it, you just need to listen to me, I can help you.
This baby's coming, and the dad can't quite get his head round it. He's going to have to do things now that he never thought he'd have to do. And he's petrified.
Can you look at her vagina for me to see how close the baby is?
I can't do that, please, I'm afraid.
What, sir?
I don't want to look into
Sir, you need to look for me.
You look to your colleague, you're like, he didn't mind making her pregnant, you know.
You get the dads that are, oh, I can't look down there. Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to. We need to know whether this baby's coming or not.
Want me to look at her vagina?
Yeah.
Right, can you see any part of the baby?
Yeah, when she pushed it, yeah.
Okay, what can you see?
Yeah, the top of her head, I guess.
Now listen, okay, as the baby delivers, you need to... as the baby delivers, you need to support the head and shoulders, okay, and hold the hips and legs firmly. All right, remember the baby will be slippery, okay, do not drop it, okay?
When are they coming, please? When are they coming?
Sir, listen, okay, I've told you they are on their way. They're coming as quickly as they possibly can, okay? This isn't delaying anything, okay? Are you still in the room with her? Sir? Hello?
Oh my god.
It's okay, it's alright. No, it's alright.
Yeah,
let me know. Right, listen to me. Hello?
Yeah,
okay, right, let me know when baby's head comes out. But you need to support the baby's head and shoulders as baby delivers. Okay?
What's happening at the moment?
The gentleman is checking for me.
Pardon? Oh, okay. Have you got someone else there with you now?
I think the crew guys are here now. Sorry.
Are they there with you? No, that's fine. I'll leave you with them. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh my god, it's crying properly
That's
now.
good. All right, that's good. That's all right. That's all right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Relax.
Listen to me.
Push.
Right, get ready to support the baby's head and shoulders.
Oh my god. Here she is. Hey baby.
Is baby completely out?
Baby's completely out.
Right, is the baby crying or breathing? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, what I want you to do...
Oh my god, I'm shaking.
No, you've done really well. Are we in the room with you yet?
Yeah.
We are. Okay, I'll leave you with them. Your baby was born at 1:28.
1:28.
Okay, congratulations.
Holy shit.
No, you've done really well.
Oh no, thank you.
All right, I'll leave you with them. Congratulations. Bye-bye now.
Cheers. Bye.
Bless him. He sounded like he needed to do more breathing, didn't he?
The first time that ever happened to me, I just stood up and went, I've just had a baby!
It's just a lovely experience to know that you've been part of that.
And then you do find yourself going, so was it a boy or a girl? Oh, a girl. Anyway, just to say, my name's Heather. It's been really nice working with you today.
Emergency ambulance.
Baby's here, the baby's head is here.
What's the telephone number you're calling from, Julia? Hello? Hello, someone speak to me.
Put the phone down. Hello?
What's happened there exactly?
I've got the baby's head is coming out right now.
You're right, dude. Carry those two for me. Yeah, that'd be great. Right at the top, right at the top. Where am I going? Left. Listen there. Did you get caught by surprise? Yeah? This little one. Boy, girl? Oh, little boy. Did you know that's what you were going to get? Okay. Where's Dad?
Right here.
Dad, do you want to cut the cord? Huh? Yeah? Excellent. Go on, cut. You're not going to hurt anyone, don't worry. Promise. Don't faint.
Guess what?
Excellent.
I just delivered my nephew. I did. I just delivered my nephew.
Let's get one.
Yay.
I've seen them change colour. I've seen people they just go white. And it is scary.
It's the eye and then, yeah, cool. Sharon, what's your difference? Abject terror. Abject terror, and I think they're already totting up in their head how much it's going to cost. The looks on their faces is great. It's kind of true joy and fear all at once.
No one teaches you how to be a parent. It's not until you're hands-on with that little bundle in your hand and then you're responsible for that life. That's when it really hits you.
It's 10 o'clock. The royal baby has been spending his first night in his new home. Kate and William took their baby boy back to Kensington Palace. Outside the hospital in London last night, the couple said it was a very special time for them.
999 room activated.
So we're going to a 6-week-old little girl who's sleeping more than usual.
Sleeping more than normal.
Yeah. Thought you'd be grateful of that with a 6-week-old.
She's just sleeping through the night. I can't believe it. She'll probably phone an ambulance.
Hello. Who is this? This is Nia. Nia. And what's happening with Nia?
Nia, she was quite drowsy and sleepy.
Okay.
So,
Is Nia your first baby?
First baby.
She's lovely, isn't she?
With the first child, it's a big learning curve.
Since we called 111,
yeah,
and for the past 15 minutes she was asleep when I called, and now she's awake and she walks much better.
You've done everything right by calling 111, and they've obviously deemed it necessary that we come out. Hello.
Quite often, the child has changed by the time we've got there, and the first words out of the parents' mouth, it was, he was crying, he was dying when I was calling you, but he's running around the room now, he's fine.
First of all, she's got a really lovely colour, which is good. I'm just going to do her temperature. Bless. 37.1, that's fine. She looks well. Because she's under 2 and you've called us, I'm going to take her back to Chelsea and West for you.
Okay.
Just get her checked out, gives you peace of mind. Yeah, lovely. Got the hiccups. You got the hiccups.
Sometimes you walk in and you can just see the genuine fear on their face and you just think, okay, it may not be anything at all, but you were concerned enough to call us. Let's work out why we're actually here.
Hello. Who's this little bird?
Do you know what? I don't mind being called out to little people. I know some people do get a bit annoyed by it, but yeah, I'm not bothered. I'm always relieved more than anything else to walk in there and find it's nothing more than a runny nose.
There's no wheeze I can hear on the lungs. I mean, what A&E will do, I don't know.
Who's this? Danny the dog.
How long was Elizabeth coughing for, do you think?
I don't know, it's probably about 5 minutes.
Right, listen, just slow yourself down, listen to me carefully. Just tell me exactly what's happened.
He's actually struggling to breathe. He's having like really hard.
No, yeah, I understand. We've done the breathing assessment twice and he's breathing normally.
They think the baby's dying. They've never seen it before. They don't know what's happening. And they can be absolutely hysterical.
Okay, just stay nice and calm for me, okay?
A little boy has like ripped his toenail.
So when you say he's ripped his toenail, do you mean he's ripped his toenail? It's what? It's off? Is
nigh on off, yeah. She's panicking.
Well, you do panic because they're yours. But some people panic unnecessarily.
Listen, he's crying. I can hear him crying.
If I fell over as a child, we didn't go to hospital, and we certainly didn't call an ambulance. So when people call because their child bumped their head, their child bumped your head. And I think people are a lot more scared nowadays of the horror stories.
Come on, let's just be real here. Kids have been getting ill since the dawn of man. We do get a little bit frustrated, but essentially the best thing really that will make them wise up and learn is a nice 4-hour stint in A&E, waiting with their child, crying, screaming, with other kids crying and screaming. You're soon going to start wanting to treat at home.
Hello, please tell me exactly what's happened.
Thank you. We've had a female involved in an RTC. She's 6.5 months pregnant.
How many vehicles are involved?
Just that one.
They forgot about our break. What's he saying? Are we on sirens? Yeah, turn right here. I know. 3, 2, 1. Any details on it?
She's 6 months pregnant. Was there any serious bleeding?
No, there was not that we can see.
Does she appear to be completely awake?
Yes. She was actually running from the vehicle.
She was running from the vehicle?
Away from the vehicle, yeah. It was in it. It's crashed and she tried to run.
Pull up behind him. Hi. How you doing? You alright? Help me? You alright? Yeah.
Stop this vehicle. There's driver's been arrested.
Okay.
2 female passengers have departed.
Yeah.
Subsequently been caught up the road and have been brought back here. One of them 6.5 months pregnant. She says she's had some lower abdominal pain for the last 2 or 3 days.
Right.
Hasn't got it treated. She said it's not got any worse since this incident, but I just want you to check her out.
Okay. Hello? Do you want to come on the back of the ambulance? Yeah. Follow me, darling. Climb aboard. If you can manage that step, can you manage it? How does someone get themselves into this situation? How does a 30-odd pregnant week-old woman put themselves in a stolen car with their boyfriend? What's going on in that relationship for him to have that power over it? Maybe, I don't know.
I am going to need to speak to you about what's happened tonight. He's getting nicked now, and your pole's been nicked now. They're going straight to the brideway and they'll be dealt with. I don't know, he's nicked the car, and it's quite straightforward, so he's been arrested for aggravated swap, so...
Do you want to tell me about these tummy pains then?
All there.
Okay. Do you normally have these pains then?
No, I just thought it was natural.
Okay. Any bleeding? None whatsoever. You can still feel baby moving and everything?
Not for the last 4 hours.
How far are you gone? Is it 6 months?
No.
Is this your first or your second birth?
6.
6? Blimey.
Crikey, you're
aren't you? You're an old pro at this now, aren't you? All full term? Non-premature?
Yeah, one was a month premature.
One was a month premature. Okay, and this one's 6 months, yeah? So we've got a while to go yet. Listen, where's all your babies then?
Okay.
Pardon? Okay. In care? Bit of tissue. Go look. Got it? That's it. Pinch that. What's happening with this one when it's born? You should go straight into care. How comes that's happened? You don't know? Cool. 3.7, that's alright. Is that because the social workers have said that? Yeah. Well, can I have a bit of tissue, please, Jules? Blue roll, just next to you, look. Yeah.
There you go.
You got that? Yeah. I'm sure deep down in her heart she's not a bad person. I would like to think she does love her children. I think there's a good in everybody myself. Somewhere down the line there's got to be a bit of good in everybody. Is that baby's dad out there? Yeah. Jules will escort you out to the police officers. All right. Look after yourself. All right. Yeah, we're just finishing off this last job with the 1-3. Give us 10 seconds and we'll book clear for you.
Yes, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Are they actually arresting her then?
Pardon?
Are they going to arrest her?
They'll take her down for questioning, yeah.
See, that's what I don't understand. I mean, she wasn't stupid. Why would she continue to get pregnant if they're going to be taken off her all the time? Just don't get married and don't have children.
I do want to get married and I do want to have babies.
God, she's got 6. She could have one of it.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where they all are.
God,
all together.
Poor little beggars.
Who am I to tell people how to live their life? It's my job to go up, pick up the pieces, look after him, make sure they're okay. I've not had 6 kids. I've not had a kid that's been taken into care. I've not got a boyfriend that's stolen a car. So my advice, my natural advice would be you need to get yourself out of it. Get yourself away from it. Probably a lot easier said than done.
Breakfast with Martin and Sue waking up Essex morning.
So, speculation on what the new royal baby's name will be is still going around. Will it be James? Will it be George? Will it be Henry?
Well, I can tell you it won't be Shanice.
I had a couple of sort of days off in Newquay.
Yeah?
We've had the kids with us. It's quite difficult to keep them both alive. Because they are both idiots, essentially.
You've got potentially 20 years of that.
Yeah. They burn.
Yeah. They're not quite got your skin yet.
No, you have to keep just fucking putting this stuff on their bodies to stop them catching fire and stuff. I just wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, no.
I'd completely forget about it all the time.
This is why I should probably never have kids. I can't look after myself. There's no way I could look after anything else.
349.
It's for a 6-month-old male at the police station. The mum was arrested. The child was covered in alcohol. The child had a lump on his back, but is now weeping. Hot response, Emma.
Roger. You're a weeping landmark. Ooh, beautiful. Front desk.
Yeah.
To get to that.
Cheers, mate. You know it.
Hello.
You're right.
Right. Little boy, born in February.
Yeah.
Mother's been arrested for unrelated matters.
Excellent.
Obviously, baby was with her.
Yeah.
No one else present. Baby's obviously come here and we've taken a protection order out on the child.
Yeah, certainly.
Because she couldn't name anyone else that couldn't look after him.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
obviously had a few drinks as well. He's in a child seat that is sort of drenched with alcohol. There was all sorts of horrible items in the bottom of the chair, including a nail. Mum's given us a changing bag, which is currently covered in booze and whatever else. Nothing else in there.
Okay.
It does strike a nerve. It does get us all riled up and just so frustrated at how somebody can soak their baby's cot in alcohol.
The baby himself is quite in good spirits because he's got the mark on his back, which we didn't know if it was a birthmark or if it was some sort of
Burn or something,
But what I was more concerned about is just swelling around the outside of it. It's quite hard.
Yeah.
So it's really for him just to be checked out, and then we're going to get social services involved.
That does look more like a sort of injury. That bruised area, that looks more like bruising than...
Yeah. Has he been changed?
They didn't have any nappies in the bag.
Yeah.
He's only got about 1 or 2 wipes left.
Yeah.
He's got his top back, but it's still a little bit damp. Amy's washed it.
We're supposed to be impartial and not prejudge any situation. That's our job. I mean, I haven't got any kids myself yet, but it's difficult. It's difficult not to want to sort of show your emotions and get angry and shake these people. For me, I just wanted to just take the kid home myself. It's the only chance it's probably going to get.
You parked out the back of the front.
Taking a child to hospital for its own safety and well-being, it's incomprehensible. How can that happen in this day and age? How can someone have so little regard for something that they've produced? It hasn't done anything wrong other than being conceived.
This is BBC Radio 4.
A record number of reports of child neglect were made to the NSPCC last year. More than 2/3 of the 12,000 calls were serious enough to require the involvement of police or social services. The charity said the sharp rise was a worrying trend that needed to be investigated.
You go to these places that are threadbare and you do say, well, what life has that kid got when my kids have had this sort of life? But you can't physically do anything to change that situation.
You can't be negative about it all the time. You can't hate them. You have to try and understand them and understand where they've come from. Because if you don't get that, you'll get really, really bitter about it. And you can't be like that because it'll just eat you up.
I've been to ones where there's no carpet on the floor, it's just loose floorboards. They've got no clean towels, no clean clothes for the baby. It's dirty, unsafe. You know, it could be alcohol bottles lying around or things like that. And you kind of think, this poor child, what kind of life is it going to have?
You don't need money to bring up children well. You just need a really nice, loving home and a positive home for them to be in. That's all they need.
Emergency, tell me exactly what's happened. What it is, my son's over Jay, he has a history of seizures. He's just had a prolonged seizure, so probably about 10 minutes ago now. mate. And he keeps going in and out of seizures still. Okay, babe.
So I'm counting on it.
It's fine. Can you get my phone up and do the time, please? Okay, turn on your side because you've been eating. Okay, baby. Every time, it is scary, but I can't let that show, not to Toby. As soon as he was born, it's so hard to describe the unbearable love you all of a sudden have for this little person that you've never met before in your life. Yes. But after I had him, they moved him back into cot to kind of do some kind of resuscitation. When he was taken away from me, that was like the worst thing in the world. I just wanted my baby. I wanted to hold him. Oh no, baby. Mummy knows. Mummy's know everything. And then they sat me down and told me about the tuberous sclerosis, what it is, and that he could be prone to seizures and all that kind of stuff. There was a time when I sat there and thought, I can't do this, like he needs better than me. But then I thought to myself, I can give him all that I can. And that's all I think kids ever want, is just their parents.
So how many times have you called the ambulance for Toby?
Probably about 3 times a week. Every week. And probably 99% of that we've gone into hospital. So I'm not doing too bad on the calling them scale.
Roger, 314, can I get you heading to Hockley, please, for a paediatric male. He's had 8 seizures today.
Yeah, no worries, thank you, we're on our way.
Initially, it was a bit like, oh, maybe this is just a worried young mum.
There we are.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hello, come in.
Where are you?
This way.
Cool.
So last night his temperature was 35.8, but he was hot and sweating. All of a sudden he started sounding very, very chesty. He then became very floppy. And then within 10 minutes, he had 3 seizures.
Right.
Does
he have seizures
he does,
anyway?
Yeah. He's got rhabdomyomas, which are the tubers. He's got a heart murmur, ectopic beats, bradycardic when sleeping, long pauses, and, arrhythmias.
QT pauses.
I know I seem very calm, but I have to do this like twice a week. By the way. Normally I know all the ambulance crews.
To be fair, given this particular condition, you're probably now more qualified than most of the doctors.
I think becoming a mum at a young age is hard enough. Then having the baby and then realising that you're going to have to deal with serious medical complications, and the way that she deals with it as well was just fantastic. Quite inspiring, really.
Yeah.
What do you want? No. So cute. You're so cute.
I never want him to feel how I felt like having a mum. To have your mum die at 6 months old, if your dad's being an alcoholic, living in London, not caring, and your 19-year-old sister to bring you up with your 6-year-old sister and your 2-year-old niece, challenging. Right? So definitely perked up a bit now.
Sure. If he was that unwell and it was more than reassurance you wanted, then we'd be at hospital by now.
Yeah, definitely. I'd rather overreact over nothing. So his brain surgeries at the end of the month got cancelled last month because he wasn't very well.
And you just want to try and get him well for it this time?
Yes. It's a difficult decision. Like when they said about the brain surgery, I had a few days to make my decision. So, do I let you cut open my son's skull and remove like parts of his brain? Or do I not? Do I leave him having seizures? It's a very difficult thing, parenthood.
See you later. Bye.
I want to have a fun life with Toby. I want us to like go play on the swings and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you. See you later.
And I hope that Toby J will look up to me and for him to turn around to me one day and be like, I am proud of you, Mum. That would be nice.
The Gibsons are now pleased they had an accidental home birth, and baby Henry is blossoming.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant. I wouldn't swap it for anything. Although I'm not sure we're ready to repeat it just yet.
A care order was put in place to protect the baby in the police station, while his mum waited for the outcome of the charges against her. The pregnant woman at the car accident was cautioned and released. The fate of her 6th child is unknown. The Darvilles have moved off the caravan park and into a house. Twins Jamie Lee and Mackenzie Tyler are both doing well.
I've got everything that most people would love to have. Got a house, lovely kids, a nice husband. That's all you need, really. Yeah.
This is a message to the East Midlands Ambulance Service. Be ready to give the full location of the emergency and a brief description of what's happened. Your call is in a queue and will be answered as soon as an operator.
Call in a queue! I'm a doctor to call in a queue for an ambulance! How the fuck can you call me in a queue for an ambulance? It doesn't make any sense. It's a 999 call. I can't get in. No, you can't. And it's still in a queue for a 999 call. I can't get in there to it. No, they won't.
This is a message to the East Midlands Ambulance Service.
Now, there is support available for the issues raised in this